Here I have one of those cases that I come across that was covered in one of the best TV programs out there. Court Cam, I love it. Dan is a hunk. So in this case is the Honorable Judge Simpson, or as we call him, Cedric. And up against Cedric, we have one of those, poor me, I'm as dumb as pig shit kind of guy who just doesn't know when to shut the massive hole under his nose. So I've blended it in. So in my version, you get more of the clown than in Dan's version. Enjoy.
We head to Ann Arbor, Michigan for a pretrial hearing. 34-year-old Shihab Jackson has been charged with possession of a firearm by a felon, carrying a concealed weapon, and resisting and obstructing a police officer. He pled not guilty and was released on $10,000 bond.
Yes, an armed felon fighting police pretty much says it all.
He pled not guilty and was released on $10,000 bond. Today, he appears with his public defender, Lorne Brown. Judge Cedric Simpson presiding.
Your Honor, my client respectfully requested this matter be set for preliminary examination at the earliest possible date.
April 4th, 9 a.m. before me.
Things seem to be moving along smoothly, but the defendant has a question.
What happens before now and then with concerning bond?
You're out on bond now, Mr. Jackson. Is there some aspect that you want to have addressed?
Yeah, I have to. Well, it's Ramadan right now, and I have religious obligations as well as work obligations in general. And it wasn't a drug case or have anything related with drugs. Like I don't see the reason for being on for drug testing. What do you call it? The daily reporting thing, and I believe I may have. I think I missed mine yesterday. I don't mean to be in violation, but I'm just sort of struggling with that and confused as to why that is.
Your Honor,
if there's a way to lessen that, or like I don't see the reason for being on for drug testing.
Your Honor, having heard what Mr. Jackson has stated, we'd ask that the tether aspect or the drug testing aspect actually be reduced in this case or dismissed in this case. As he stated, there is no drug aspect to this case whatsoever, and this just serves as an added burden on him.
I'm not sure why.
I'll handle it, Mr. Jackson. I got you.
As set by the magistrate back in the beginning of March. He's on intermediate supervision. I'm disinclined to change that at this point. I'm not sure why Ramadan would interfere with his testing. I understand that he may have certain obligations, but I have other individuals who are engaged in the celebration of Ramadan who aren't having these issues.
Well, it's not celebratory, sir. I just fail to see the connection with the nature of my case and having to go out of my way and pay money that I really don't have and time that I don't have to drug test on this matter, especially.
That's not a basis for me to change it. Thought that what he was indicating, because he had started out that it was Ramadan, and I thought that there was some interference with what he had to do. I'm not changing it. I'm going to leave his bond as continued. We can see him on the 4th.
Thank you, Adam.
Your Honor, may I address two matters briefly?
Is it?
Yes.
Hold on, Mr. Jackson.
Your Honor, I believe his name was spelled incorrectly on the complaint. I understand it's properly spelled Shihab. It was spelled
so no first B.
That's correct, Your Honor. And his date of birth was incorrect on the original charging documents.
But Jackson does not seem to want to let the matter go.
So is it not possible to amend the drug testing, Your Honor? Is it just the...
Okay, so hold on.
Yes,
hold
sir.
on. I think I already said that. And I wasn't going to say anything. I will make, Ms. Willenbury, I'll make all the changes that you want. I'm just going to tell you something, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will do what I can for people. I am also very for those that work around me. I got a message that you were very insulting to my clerks. So
Is it different? Is it just?
I'm
Mr.
letting
Jackson,
you,
stop talking.
I can't hear. I'm just seeking clarity, sir.
Mr. Jackson, stop talking.
I'm not talking, sir.
so see, it's that attitude that's the problem. So what
Sir,
I'm
I'm
going
a
to do
young black
is I
man
will.
fighting for
Mr. Jackson,
white
no,
people. I'm listening.
You need to be quiet.
I am. Sir,
Mr. Jackson, let the judge talk.
I understand. I'm not sure if there was a mute or something. I'm just making sure. I understand.
Okay, so you don't have to respond to everything that's said. You don't have to get the last word. That's not.
I'm not trying to. My life is on the
Okay.
line here.
All right.
That's all. That's all I'm.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Put some deputies at that door right now. Because apparently he doesn't want to listen to his attorney. He doesn't want to listen to me.
Sir, I'm just seeking clarity on the matter. That is all. I promise. I'm a black man in the system, just trying to fight for his freedom. That's all.
Okay, so am I. So
You're
don't
not
even
fighting
try
for your
it.
freedom,
Don't
sir.
even try it. Don't even try it.
Don't even try
Alan,
what,
get
sir.
down there.
Tyree
Get down there.
Nichols,
Get down there.
Mr.
Get down
Jackson.
there, Alan.
beat black
Just
people
get
to
down
death,
there.
sir.
Take him in.
I'm
Sir, I'm going to find you in contempt for interrupting the court.
I'm not
Mr. Brown, if you've got somebody down here, he can come in and he can see me in person. We'll wait for a prosecutor to get down here and I'll deal with this in person. I'm passing it right now.
Sir,
Mr. Jackson, if you will just maintain your.
Judge Simpson decides he wants to address the case and the defendant in person. Later that day, Jackson physically appears in court beside a new public defender.
All right. We're here. I set this already for preliminary examination and it didn't seem to me, quite honestly, that the defendant was being cooperative with anything, and I didn't know what his problem was. And so I was considering revoking his bond, but I would like to give him an opportunity or have counsel explain to me what's going on with this young man, because the behavior was unacceptable.
I've had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Jackson, and I want to start with that. We did talk about, and I was able to explain to him what contempt is considered in court. We went over that the definition is a willful act, omission, or statement that tends to impair the authority or impede the functioning of the court. In the course of our conversation, I learned that in 2015, so approximately 7 years ago, during Ramadan, Mr. Jackson was incarcerated and his grandmother died, and he was unable to get a pass, go to the services.
That is all very sad. So the moral of his story would be, don't get arrested.
Spend any last few days with her. And so this time frame specifically is very triggering, but definitely with him being involved in court again. He has indicated that he would allow me to do the talking today to demonstrate just what he's doing right now. And so with that, we are asking that Your Honor give him another opportunity to come into court on his own.
Jackson seems to be struggling, though he remains quiet.
Is there anything from the people?
Your Honor, just two things briefly. I was in the process of amending his name and birth date. I did send an amended complaint over to the court.
We have received that. Go ahead.
I also wanted to mention that defendant has come to our office a few times and did drop off some materials, including a flash drive. Defense has been notified of that. I had to be connected with either myself or another APA in our office, but has been told that we cannot communicate with him because he is represented. So I just want to make sure that he understands that neither myself or another APA will be talking to him directly because he is represented by the Public Defender's Office.
All right. Thank you. I realized he wasn't going to say anything, but
I trust.
yeah, please.
So in our discussions, Mr. Jackson and I, we did talk about the fact that Our office is representing him. Specifically at this time, I am the attorney, and that is part of my job, is to.
This Muppet is trying so hard not to say anything. It's unreal that the only way to have this guy actually shut his mouth is under threat jail time. That is a ticking time bomb for sure.
Participate in the court proceedings. So, yes.
Well, and I'm going to tell you from my standpoint, he kept trying to overtalk me, and that ultimately, and you can tell him his game, anybody that's been before me, that will never happen. And then, but what was so bad is the person that's trying to help you, Mr. Brown, is trying to get you to be quiet, and you kept talking. And I don't know where you thought you were going to get to, but I can tell you right now, you do that in my court, this is where it leads. I can't tell you necessarily that you're going to listen to your attorney, but you're certainly not going to sit up there and interrupt them. And I'll tell you, I've been doing this for a long time. And when I see somebody that's not listening to their attorney, especially somebody that's esteemed as Mr. Brown, and others telling you what to do, that's a person that's not going to listen to anything. I have to almost believe they're not going to listen to anything I'm telling them to do. Those are the people that end up getting themselves incarcerated. I'm then also very disturbed that you've got defense counsel, and then you're down at the prosecutor's office. I don't even know why you're down there. Well, you're trying to give them something or whatever, and you're trying to give them something. You haven't told your attorneys that what you're doing. That doesn't even make any sense. It's almost like you want to get locked up. I will be honest with you, sir. I looked at the charges and see your previous record. I get what may have happened to you in 2015. I see the timing of it when I'm looking at your record, but then I see what you did afterwards. Whatever your thoughts are, you just got to do better. There is no reason coming in here today that this should even be occurring. Tell you what, Ms. Gaines tells me that I should give you another chance, and Mr. Brown told me the same thing. These are these people you won't listen to, by the way. But if they tell me to give you another chance, I'll give you another chance. But I'm going to let you know, you don't have any other opportunity with me to mess up. Am I understood?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm also going to add so I will continue his bond. He can be released to custody. I have the amended complaint. I am going to also add as a condition of his bond to be entered into lien that you are not to go within 500 feet, except if you're going to, well, that's outside of the 500 feet of the Washtenaw County Prosecutor's Office in downtown Ann Arbor. You understand that?
He's indicated yes, sir.
Pardon?
He's indicated yes, sir.
All right.
Indicated yes, sir.
Pardon?
He's indicated yes, sir.
Very good. So we're adding that to lien. So I want you to know what that means. If you're within 500 feet of their offices, police officers come on you. They can arrest you on that. Don't say you didn't understand because I explained it to you. Anything further?
No, thank you.
All right, his bond can continue. He can be released.
Jackson remains free on bond until his case is resolved. If found guilty on all charges, he could be sentenced to up to 12 years in prison.
So how did it all end up for our big mouth Muppet? Well, he didn't get 12 years. This episode took an incredibly long time to make, so I do appreciate if you would like it for me, and hopefully you did. Hello, it's me, the one and only. I would like to welcome back my subscribers and say hello to the new guys. I wanted to use this moment for the new guys to ask them to subscribe to my channel. I know that you would hear that from everyone that has a YouTube channel. They include crime channels. And since there are so many, I wanted to give you one of the reasons why subscribing to my channel is a good idea. When you choose to watch court cases, you are taking a chance that the case is going to be worthy of the spending of your time on it. And when you select a case, you are wanting to be entertained by what the judge says and how they say it, and anything else which is unscripted, as that is the entertaining part. The problem is that to get to the entertaining part, you have to go through the mandatory scripted parts. Here at OTR, I don't want my subscribers watching boring, repetitive, mandatory readings into the record.
State compliance with discovery, proceeding on the indictment as presented. Did you cite it in all the appropriate? And if you have a right to jury trial or right against him, plea bargain page, did you review that? 9352 offenses at the plea. Understand it, sign it in all witnesses' statements and police or stipulations. Court will
And that is why I edit all that boring stuff out, so that my subscribers know when they click the mouse on my episodes that the time they spend with me is a decision well made on time well spent. So I ask the new guys, why not subscribe to OTR and spend your time hanging out with me and my subscribers, as we are the guys that don't have any time to waste. And to see what I mean, I've placed an episode up on screen, so take a look and see exactly what I mean. And the next time you're watching a case and hear that mandatory stuff, you'll remember that that other channel you subscribe to doesn't leave that boring shit in.